Hey everybody, this is starting to look like Libby Loses a Sports Team Part 2 because a number of friends of mine who have very long resumes in the real estate development industry in the Bay Area and have, at least two of them have, already met with Dave Cavall, the Oakland Athletics, have told me, and they didn't get this from the A's, but they've told me that the Athletics are planning, or at least preliminarily planning, a move to Portland, leaving Oakland in much the same way the Raiders skipped out of Oakland under Mark Davis, which is basically to say, hey, we're going to build a new stadium in Oakland. We really want to be here. This is our home, and this is what we're going to do. And holding those talks and plans, but then behind the scenes, or at least behind the back of the mayor of Oakland, working on a deal someplace else. In this instance, it's Portland, and a place on the waterfront in Portland, controlled by the Port of Portland, and the organization negotiating it is called the Portland Diamond Group, the Portland Diamond Baseball Group, and they had just put down $37,500 to extend their negotiating rights with the Port of Portland through August, through the end of this month. So while there's talk that there's another site that's possibly on the table, what I'm getting back from a number of people who've openly called me out of the blue and said, Zinni, you got to talk about this, and who are in a position better than most to know, have said that the A's are in the process of planning a move. And I said, where are they? Are they in the exclusive negotiating agreement period? And the answer is no. And Portland Diamond Group is working toward getting an ENA with the Port of Portland, but they're not close to that yet. The news, however, is that they're getting close, but they're not close to that point yet. But it seems to be, just putting together what my friends are telling me with what I read about what's happening in Portland, directly from the Portland media, that apparently the Portland Diamond Group wants to position themselves so they can say, hey, look, we've got the Oakland A's as a development partner in this now. And so when you give us the ENA, that increases our certainty so that we can get a development agreement from you, what we call technically a due diligence and development agreement from you down the road. For those of you who don't understand the process, what you want to get to if you're developing something first is a place where you have the exclusive right to negotiate a deal to build on a particular piece of land. In this instance, a piece of land called Terminal 2, controlled by the Port of Portland. Once you get there, you get all of your drawings, financing, entitlements together so that you're ready to build, you're ready to get the go-ahead to actually start building the stadium on the land that you so desire. When you get that go-ahead, that's called the development agreement. The development agreement gives you the right to start building, start the process, however long it takes, toward completion of the development that you seek to build. That's the process. Where the Portland Diamond Group is right now is called the pre-development phase, okay? So, but I digress. Libby, wake up. And that's to Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf. If I were you, if I were the mayor of Oakland, I would sound a call. Heck, you know what? I'd even go to court. I would file an injunction against any, if possible to do so legally, against any other negotiations taking place while the city of Oakland has an active exclusive negotiating agreement with the Athletics to build in Oakland, ostensibly at Howard Terminal, or the Coliseum. As long as that's active, and right now it's active, Libby has to lay down the law, even if she has to go through the governor of California to do so, because this becomes a state issue now that we're talking about Oregon, essentially, versus California, right? Get Gavin involved and say, Gavin, I really want you to help me keep the A's in Oakland, keep the A's in the state of California, keep the A's where they belong, Oakland, California. I'm sure the governor would say yes. Stay tuned for more. I'm going to be talking about this for a while because I received these out of the blue calls from people I haven't heard from in years, okay? And the most recent call. And that's when I said, you know what? When that person calls me, I know something is up. Just saying. See ya.